Morning. I'm hoping that the signal's not too bad here. When I'm at our meeting point in the park, it seems to fade in and out a lot. I'm not actually sure whether this is recording anything or going live, I should say. Let's just hold on for a moment. Oh yeah, I see someone there. Hello. Wow, so much for global warming. It's a very cold and wet December morning here in the Midlands, and there's even talk of snow in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, that kind of knocks the whole climate change thing into a cocked hat, doesn't it? Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Let's just get over this road and into the other bit of the park. I was thinking this morning about, hope you can hear me over the traffic, one of the greatest misconceptions, I'm going to try and not run over here, in this whole shit show we find ourselves in, is that force equates to power and vice versa, and it's absolutely not true. So everything that the obsolete are doing comes from a place of force. There's no power in that, because there is no fear in power. Power doesn't need to coerce or push or lie or manipulate. It's just a force in the true sense of the word, an energy unto itself. It's complete. It does not require anything external to itself. It is whole. It's immovable, it's imperturbable, it cannot be threatened. And that's what lies within all of us. And this is what has been hidden. Now, when we look at what's playing out at the moment, you can see that this is not actually from a place of power. So it's a misuse of the words, because we're often, I'm guilty of it myself. I've often said the powers that should not be, and referred to them in that way. But actually, it's become very, very clear that there is no power there, and they are terrified that we will discover that. We only have to look at their behaviour and this constant need to manipulate and push and force people to get what they want. And this is what they do not want us to realise, because it's all optics. It can look very, very frightening, and it can look like, yeah, we have no choice in any of this. But again, this is a misconception, a misperception. It's something that they have created. It's something that's been filtered through over many, 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 many years. It could be thousands of years, where it's been chipped away, where they've installed themselves as these, what they would term power brokers, which again is not true. And really, when we see how bad things seem to be getting, this is actually an indicator of how desperate they are. I mean, some of the stories that we see in the papers, the propaganda, I mean, it is 24/7. If there was any actual real power in this, there's no effort. Power is effortless. But this is something, it's a machine that is kept going. It has to, every minute of every day, to keep us down, to keep us in that misperception of who we are and who actually holds the power. And they've cut themselves off to that universal power, whatever it is you want to call it, whatever it means to you, that actual beingness, this thing that's way beyond our little identities, our personalities, the characters that we're kind of playing here for a limited time. This is something unchangeable, something that we are. And when we start to embody that, it all falls apart, because it just doesn't make sense. There cannot ever be an authority over us, because that power is the ultimate authority. So the more that people get in touch with that and realise that, and I think that's what's happening, it might not seem it, because things seem to be getting worse, but why are they getting worse? Because they're having to go full steam ahead with this, and it's all from panic and fear. All of it. You when you start to look at it in that way, it becomes almost laughable, and it's only our belief that they hold power that keeps this whole thing going. Because when you step into your power, that power, the fear starts to melt away. And when that happens, you are in a completely different energetic frequency. And so things operate very differently there. The answers come. Things just literally manifest that you need, that you require, because there's not that force. We've also been taught that in this world, to get anywhere, to have anything, anything that you want, anything that you need, you've got to bloody work for it. It's a hard slog, and even then you're not guaranteed. It's luck, it's this, it's that. It's bullshit. It's absolute rubbish. And when you're in that place of power, the things come, everything you need, all the answers, the solutions, incredible creations. That's what the reality is here, and they do not want us to know that. So keep the faith. As we're observing the absolute insanity unfolding around us, know that it's from a place of panic and desperation, because if they were all powerful, if they had a shred of actual power, if it wasn't this illusion that they're perpetuating, there'd be no need to do any of this. They are frantic, and they are desperately reliant on us to go along with their game. And yep, they are gonna, as more and more people realise this, they will ramp things up. But if you just hold to that and know what's going on here, the fear starts to melt away. That's that belief that they have power over us. It starts to dissipate, and that's when things radically change in our lives, in the world, because that frequency of fear and powerlessness and victimhood, the belief in little me, that's just at the mercy of these external circumstances, it starts to wither away and die. And that's when we see this new world. That's when they go. That's when they have no place here anymore. So that's my thoughts for this morning. My hand is actually frozen to my phone. It's really cold here. How is it where you are? I know in Oz you're getting into all the nice weather now, and we're just going into the opposite. But I have to say, I do like it being cold around sort of Christmas. It feels a bit odd if it isn't, so I'm not actually complaining. But oh yeah, lots of love to you all. Hope you're having a great stand if you're standing now. you've had a great one, and I'll speak to you very soon. Lots of love. Take care. Peace.